here. Go for the heart. I'm fighting next time, no matter what Asherak says.
Bring me a goblin. I'm gonna gut it.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Van a morir todos.
Good job. Now they're even more scared.
We're exposed now.
Moving in.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing. Nothing but. Goblins in the wild, out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword. He was only a boy. And I just froze while the wall tore his head clean off. Never again. You're right. I need to clear my head. And step, parry, step, step, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use. Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes. Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you. Hold. And step, swing, parry, swing. One more time.
No traps, please. By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. come to rip me open too?
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses? Bow. Lower. You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Thanks. What do you want from me? On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me. Yes, your mediocre interrogation technique notwithstanding.
Los Yankees, como dije, son muy fuertes.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Bueno, pues no se llevan bien Corazón Sombrío y la Ezezsg. La Ezezsg lo que tiene que sí, que es media impulsiva, hay que tomarlo un poco porque si no se... En algunas situaciones se puede como exaltar.
Kenyank, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The Teethling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Un poco de humor.
The Kresh holds the Ezezsg. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Voy a cambiar el aspecto del personaje porque no me convence la cara. Ahora que yo lo tengo así, a ver si cambiándole la cara, porque lo demás, ahora si le cambio la cara no se me va a cambiar lo demás, me parece. A ver. Claro, ese está. Se quede quieto, joder. Yo tenía este. Vamos a dejar esto.
Right. I've got food, water, my dagger.
Con este ya hablamos. Acá no.
No helping it. We're exposed.
Lee and Roland would never admit it, but they take an arrow for the other. Also stab each other. Not sure what'll come first. Thanks for cutting in. There might have been more than words if you hadn't.
How long until Roland shows up?
Those goblins will rue the day they chose to tangle with this grove. You and I will do some good here. I can feel it.
My thunder wave will make quick work of any goblin. Just you wait.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can. Food. You want it or not? Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. What'd I do for some salt?
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore. Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie. Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it. But are you all right? You're looking awful peaky. Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Why, she sounds positively demented. I love it. Let's tell her everything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
Vale, le digo. A Astarion no dijo que le digamos.
As you recount your adventure, Auntie Ethel nods along, her eyes wide.
You poor pet! My heart goes out to you, truly. I see no sign of a tentacle yet, but that could change in an instant. You need help. Serious help. I've ne'er a potion or lotion here that could do it, but... yes, I may have something at home. Petal, the things I've collected would blow your pretty little mind. bracelets that hold the power of 10 men, mirrors that captured the soul. I'll be heading home soon. Here, let me mark it on your map, just in case. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
Ah, me dio una pot. Está más tocho. Bueno, esta señora no conviene que suba la... esto. Vamos a probar, a ver si yo puedo comprar esto.
Be careful on the road. I'd hate if something happened to you. Take care, Beck.
Le tengo que comprar al otro también. El herrero no tiene polis, pero el enano que está allá sí. Ah, vamos acá también. Acá podría agarrar esto, pero... Ah, con Astarion podría ser.
Let's keep to the shadows. Move unseen.
Ah, este juego tiene ASMR.
No word from the scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins,
Time
they'll
for
find it.
discretion.
Yes, of course.
Habían buenas cosas, ¿eh?
Just like old times.
Ahí está el ASMR.
Neither seen nor heard. On tippy toes.
Tiene varias cosas. Ah, uno de los que mejor le sale es Astarion.
What to do? Very well.
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
Ah, y también todo lo que, o sea, lo que se puede en sigilo esconderse, puedes robarle a los NPC, le puedes robar a los vendedores. Lo que tenés que hacer es te pones en sigilo y te pones atrás, no te tiene que estar viendo en el campo de visión. Y igual cuando vos te acercás se le abre el menú del inventario, le ves las cosas que tiene, tocas y te pones robar. Y pues también creo que ahí se tira como una moneda para que no se dé cuenta. Puede pasar que falle y se dé cuenta y bueno,
Is that blood?
y te pesca.
No. Never mind.
Your help at the gate was appreciated. Well met. Though I should warn you, visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business here, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This latest attack will only strengthen their resolve. There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters. We are refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after goblins and gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the Descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the Hells.
So I hoped, but we've lost so many already. And more will die if we're forced out again. I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't see me. You, though. I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
Really? We're messengers now.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, more of my people will die. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense.
The Watch or the Flaming Fist?
Pardon?
If this
When
map
we
is
get to Baldur's
accurate, we're in
Gate,
Elturgard.
Where are we enlisting?
Baldur's Gate
I'm
is
done
some ways still.
soldiering, Tilly. I'd like a
Gnolls and
clean
goblins
start,
marked on the
but
map.
Go with the Watch.
Travel won't be
You're
easy.
too honest to be a mercenary.
Bueno, estos textos no los podemos llevar, pero los podemos leer. Cuando está, si está sin amarillo lo podemos leer. Bueno, esto ya.
These boots have seen everything.
Ah, la trampilla esta de acá era esa. A ver, quiero ver una cosa porque... No elegí bien los trucos. Ahora tengo... Pues yo dije que no quería, por ejemplo, este es nigromántico. No quería usar los de que hacen daño necrótico porque si un enemigo muere con ese daño no lo puedo invocar ahí, pero la verdad que igual cuerpos hay muchos en el juego. Y aparte el daño necrótico, como es de conjuro de nigromante, yo tengo una pasiva. ¿Dónde lo puedo ver eso, la pasiva? A ver. Esta. Que si yo mato con un conjuro que sea de nigromante, me da el triple de la salud. Podría resetearme las habilidades también, pero bueno. Ah, se vino por acá. Este creo que... A ver.
I need a quick word.
Creo que no le compré las potis.
Need anything else? Of course, but please remember.
No, tiene
You're not
5.
the only one in need.
¿Ves? Ahí apareció todo lo que yo le regalé. Un par de cosas él las tiene, ahora yo las podría recomprar. Mira, tiene 3 de estos. Ah, para. No, vamos. Sí.
Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could leave.
Sí, podría ir a descansar. Total, ya vendí la mayoría de las cosas que tenía. Así me recupero los hechizos y todo eso. Ella también se le gastaron.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Step, parry, swing, lunge.
Should mind my step.
A ver cuánto tengo. Ah, esto es los suministros que... la comida, digamos. Esto para que lo mando al baúl. Tengo 508. Ahí me dice, ¿ves? Necesito 80 cada vez que vamos a descansar. Dormimos una noche, son 80. Nos recuperamos por completo.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little?
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. We could speak to Ethel, though I'm not keen to trust her. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind.
I suppose we'd go our separate ways.
Not a slight on your company, of course.
Perhaps.
Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance. You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly, but all things considered, you'll do. And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Algunos no quieren contar nada. Y ya a corazón sombrío ya va soltando la lengua de a poco.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much. I expect I am your first.
Yo no sabía porque es la primera vez que juego un Baldur Gate.
I suppose I am as alien to you as you are to me. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Because I do not intend to let this happen. Not to me, and if you stick with me, not to you. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
Si eso es verdad, no. Ya pasó bastante tiempo que tenemos el parásito y no mutamos todavía.
You've got something to say? Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Bueno, esta Karlach es uno de los personajes que cuando creamos el personaje está. Es uno de estos compañeros. Es una tiefling. Dice que se metió en la nave de los... A ver, mira, si apretamos J, nos tira todo el diálogo. Una de estas... Escapó, la espalda, subió a la de los azotamentes. O sea, sí, seguramente debe tener el parásito también.
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Bueno, acá estos comentarios, porque ya vamos a escuchar varias veces que dicen que los goblins son fáciles. Obviamente cuando ya estemos más avanzados en el juego, sí ya van a ser fáciles, porque tienen un nivel 3-4, algo así. 3-4-5. Y nosotros cuando el máximo nivel del juego es 12. Cuando estemos ahí nos va a parecer fácil. Pero ahora que recién empezamos, encima el juego lo que tiene es que todos los personajes, también el nuestro, el mío y ellos, eran todos buenos. No sé si eran nivel 2, eran fuertes, pero sé que eran fuertes. O sea, ya tenían trayectoria. Este no es el típico juego que empezás con el personaje básico. Pero cuando nos metieron el parásito, como que volvimos a nivel 1. Tenemos que de vuelta empezar a aumentarle las habilidades.
No, but he named me friend, and that meant the world. But what of the others? The children never saved, the cries never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. It was an even bloodier day, and a stronger foe. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the ice surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
His breathing quickens, his jaw tenses. Will is keeping something from you. A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. It needs to rest.
Gladly. What else is on your mind? I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. We should pay her a visit.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented,
of course. They're sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There. Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Try as you might to breach his inner thoughts, Gale swats your efforts away with infuriating ease.
I have a very disciplined mind. Those tricks won't work on me. Please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
Se enojó Gale. Bueno, vamos a que se haga de noche. Y ahora quieren hablar todo.
So the tadpole gives us the ability to influence others.
Ignore it. Deny it. This is nothing but a disease, and every use will sicken us further.
Nonsense. Any power freely given is a power well received, and this is a valuable power indeed.
It's only valuable if we understand it, and we don't. Not yet, at least.
Wise counsel. When the temptation calls, keep silent or suffer.
Ah, querían hablar de eso nomás.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Y no quiero, voy a evitar usar los poderes ilícitos. O sea, al tener esos parásitos en la cabeza, tenemos unas ventajas que se van a destrabar. Creo que todavía no, pero más adelante te dan ventajas en el combate, pero prefiero jugarlo, usar las habilidades que tenemos. Las normales. Se pueden usar igual. Y el juego también lo que tiene es que si desarrollas muchas de esas habilidades, después llega un punto como que cambia el final, porque es como que ya no puedes volver atrás. O sea, no te vas a convertir en azotamentes, pero como que estás en como un intermedio, digamos.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it? Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Bueno, ahí justamente acá Will nos dijo, el renacuajo me debilitó y suprimió mis mayores talentos, pero aparte de eso, es lo que yo decía, ese renacuajo nos debilitó y ahora estamos de vuelta recuperándonos.
Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Bueno, vamos a dormir. Bueno, acá tengo que seleccionar 80, o sea, cada cosa ocupa, es como que tiene un número. Por ejemplo, una manzana tiene 3, así. Acá tenemos más. Ah, también puedo curar la vida comiendo la comida cuando estamos en las aventuras también. Pero yo prefiero guardarlo para el descanso. Y bueno, para no andar tocando, apretás acá, se selecciona automático. Ahí ya nos recuperamos, ahora tengo todos los espacios. Bueno, vimos algo raro, Astario, que no sé qué estaba haciendo. A ver si le hablamos.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
No dice nada. Habrá que vigilarlo. Bueno, nos vamos. ¿Podemos ir acá o directamente apretar ahí? Ah, me voy a tirar, a ver. Este nos da 3. Aumentará a 13. Clase de armadura. Ah, clase de armadura base, sí. Sí, vamos a tirarle. Hasta tengo 18. Es un montón, ¿no? Con ella me pongo acá destreza. Sí, destreza, ¿no? Porque tenemos... Yo tengo... A ver... Yo tengo 3. Tengo 3 acá. Ah, pero tenemos Astaria, ¿no? Sí, le mando destreza porque tenemos... A ver, con eso un sombrero sabiduría. Porque, no sé, le podría poner inteligencia, pero yo soy experto en eso. Sabiduría también, pero es experta en corazón sombrío. Carisma estamos flojos. Y la es el peor porque tiene menos 1 tiene. No le sacaría provecho. Sí, le damos destreza.
There's no time to waste.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Mm-hmm.
He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. When you turn back, there's no trace of the child.
Me parece que me robó algo. Pues me salió mal la tirada.
With haste. Might be useful.
Don't touch me. Symbol.
All right. What now? How much further can I
¿Este
go?
cuál es? Ah, verde. Cambiamos el campamento.
Something only I know. Make one up.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on. Take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Este nunca lo hice, a ver qué pasa.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails. Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. Real sweet sense of humor you got there, chum. Anyways, you gotta call before the flip. Heads or tails. Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have. Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got. Nothing.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You notice she's trembling. The tears streaming down her cheeks are indeed real.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Se metió ahí. O sea, mientras yo estaba hablando con Matis, el otro se puso atrás, que es lo que yo decía. Por ejemplo, si yo lo que se puede hacer es, por ejemplo, ya lo voy a mostrar. Separo acá. Y subimos de nivel encima. Pero voy a separar a la. Voy a hablar con corazón sombrío con el chico.
Hey, you here to trade or?
Y ahora lo que hago es historia, seleccionar personaje. Elijo, por ejemplo, yo. Ellos están charlando. Ves, acá me tira que está con una viñeta. Entonces, si yo, por ejemplo, me agacho, me pongo atrás del chico hurtar, ¿ves? Y le puedo robar. El chico ahora no me va a ver, yo le puedo hurtar, pero si yo tengo una probabilidad, tengo poca destreza, o sea, tengo poco juego de mano, creo que es, sí, robar. Puede ser que cuando le saque algo me detecte, como pasó con...
Bye, I guess.
Como pasó con... A mí cuando yo estaba hablando con el chico, el otro estaba atrás. Pero bueno, lo percibí. ¿Cuánto tengo percepción? Tengo 0, o sea. Porque tengo sabiduría, tengo 10. Ah, ya tenemos conjuros nivel 2. Este está bueno, pero igual... De fuego no... Ah, este vamos a poner este. Vamos a poner estos dos. Este también está bueno, no lo uso mucho, pero... Evocación. Ah, este es nigromático. Vamos por Alan. Ya tenemos de nivel 2. Cura a todos los aliados. Yo antes usaba este, pero ahora no sé si vale la pena. Ah, este está bueno también. Este crea un arma que pelea en la batalla. Después cuando la batalla termina desaparece. Porque está bueno porque cuenta como un personaje más. Y ataca. Lo que sí tiene poca movilidad. Ah, este creo que yo lo tenía. Este me lo tengo que poner en el personaje, por eso me lo quiero resetear. Ah, pero es de nivel 1. Con razón, saca bastante, 330 saca. Pero cuando, bueno, a ella no le sirve porque cuando estaba, si tengo un enemigo al lado, le pego con el arma y listo. Sí, me quedo con este asesino. Se mandó acá.
That's curious.
Bueno, esto lo descubrimos por percepción, pero no voy a poder entrar. A ver.
Not a chance. I'll
Está.
fit in there.
Por el tamaño que tenemos. Por ejemplo, ella creo que no lo tiene. Ah, sí lo tiene. Por ejemplo, con este conjuro. ¿Qué hace este conjuro? Puedes cambiar de forma. O sea, cambiar la apariencia. Por ejemplo, me puedo hacer una tifle, ¿ves? Tifle hombre o tifle mujer. Y dura todo el tiempo hasta el descanso largo. Y no es... ¿cómo se llama?
Looking ahead.
Ahora no tengo ejemplo, a ver. No es de concentración, o sea que quiere decir que lo hago y dura hasta que descanso rápido. Hasta descanso largo. Y bueno, te puedes transformar, estas son todas las razas. La puedo hacer también dracónido. ¿Y para qué se usa esto? Porque si por ejemplo hay un personaje que no quiere hablar con vos, porque te odia, lo que sea, vos te transformás en otro ser y va a hablar porque no sabe que sos vos. Sirve para eso. Y también, por ejemplo, los que son las razas, los petís enanos, como los gnomos, los medianos y bueno, el otro no me acuerdo. Bueno, la otra raza de enanos, si me transformo en uno de esos, sí puedo pasar por lugares así pequeños.
Still alive.
Pero no
So
vamos,
that's progress.
no voy a entrar ahí. Vamos a seguir.
Don't waste a step.
Ay, me compré un tinte porque voy a cambiar de color. Ahí está, porque no es que no me gustaba, pero era muy clarito. Este ya me gusta más, un poco más oscuro.
Please, let us through. Let my daughter go right now.
She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out.
Vale, hay que ver si me dejan pasar acá.
Damn it. We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear. I could try greasing palms. These things over.
Y bueno, y otra cosa que no dije, que este juego te da libertad. O sea, podría agarrar y matar a todos si quisiera. Matar a todo el pueblo, hasta los animales, todo. Y las misiones solamente se cancelarían, pero... O sea, las misiones se modificarían porque estarían muertos los que las dan. Pero bueno, el juego te da la libertad y puedo matar, esto creo que lo dije, puedo matar a mis compañeros. O matar, por ejemplo, a Corazón Sombrío y dejarla ahí. Y si la matas, el objeto este se te va a vos, te queda vinculado a vos. Después si la revivís, creo que te pelea. La matás de vuelta. Y creo que si la matás de vuelta ya... Ahí ya no lo puedes revivir más.
We need to get Arabella out now.
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake. Ugh.
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
She was caught. Foolish child. Let them judge her.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. I can take one of the guards. Unless you have news of Arabella, I don't want to hear it.
Please. She's been in there too long. It's not safe. Try greasing palms. These things over.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
We could help each other, fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away. Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back. Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
What can you tell me about this place?
Cambiaron de opinión.
Few outsiders are allowed in here. Be respectful and do not interfere.
¿Cuánto pesa la caña? Ah, pesa.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? size, nature, distinguishing qualities.
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Es alto chamullero el señor Bolo. Pero bueno, ahí sí es verdad, dijeron algo del absoluto.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket?
Until we meet again.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
By Sylvanus, the Tree Father, our turmoil is calmed.
I do wish I could understand you.
Este es el ídolo que intentó robar la niña que la están jugando.
Anything of use?
Acá está el oso durmiendo que no podemos, si accionamos esto sube esto, pero no se va a mover porque está el oso. Habría que hablar con él y decirle que se corra, pero no les voy a usar el ascensor. A ver, hablar con... ¿Qué tenemos esto? Caída de pluma... No te... Ah, tenemos una, mira. Podría hablar con el pájaro este. Tiene una llave y una moneda de oro. Lo está acomodando ahí.
Let us start a conversation.
Shh, I'm
concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle? No, it's leaning too much to the left. Yeah, that's it.
Vamos a sacarle, ¿eh?
Just like that.
¿Y a dónde lo tiró ahora?
Can't give up now. At the ready.
Ahí casi me equivoqué.
By Sylvanus, the Forest Father, we are granted balance.
Tell me what you find. Tell only me.
I thought you were housing.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Alcin? Promise me a mate.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Speak. Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not. Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. It searches for news of Master Halsin. Only he can set this right. If he is gone, well, pray that he is not. He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. I would prefer not to. But if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
Slow down.
My friend.